is hepatitis C anyway? I've heard of it, but I don't really know much about it.
Hepatitis C is a virus that infects the liver. It can wreck your liver, and you can't live without a liver.
A lot of people have hepatitis C. It is 5 times more common than HIV. About 5 million people have Hep C in the U.S. It's a big deal.
If you have Hep C and you don't know it, you can develop liver damage, something called cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis?
Cirrhosis is permanent scarring of the liver, which can be caused by hepatitis C. Not everyone with hepatitis C will get cirrhosis, but doing things like drinking alcohol, including beer, wine, and hard liquor, can also cause damage to your liver, especially if you also have hepatitis C.
I know drinking is bad for your liver.
Hep C and drinking together, that's like a 1-2 punch to the liver.
If you have cirrhosis from Hep C, you're also at risk for getting liver cancer.
Treatment for hepatitis C can prevent damage to the liver and liver cancer. There are new drugs being developed for the treatment of hepatitis C all the time. More people are being cured, and treatment is getting better.
Hep C is spread by blood that has the Hep C virus in it.
How does that happen?
Most people get Hep C by sharing needles, but not just needles. You can also get it by sharing syringes, cookers, cottons, and even rinse water. If you shoot up, there's a good chance you have Hep C.
My doctor tells me that at least 80% or 4 out of 5 people who inject have Hep C.
That's right. Even if you only injected once, a long time ago, that may have been enough to get it. You can also get it by sharing straws for snorting or sharing a crack pipe.
Are there other ways you can get Hep C?
Yeah. Getting a tattoo with a dirty needle can spread Hep C. Also, don't share razors or toothbrushes with someone who has Hep C, because sometimes those things can have small amounts of blood on them.
You can also get Hep C from sex, but it's not very common. Hep C can be spread during sex if there is blood exposure, such as during anal sex or rough sex. Play it safe and always use a condom. But you cannot get Hep C by casual contact from things like hugging, kissing, shaking hands, or sharing food, or eating utensils. Don't worry about that stuff.
Remember, most people get hepatitis C by sharing needles and works. You can also get it if you had a blood transfusion before 1992, which is when they started testing donated blood for hepatitis C. You can get it from tattooing with unsterile needles or in dirty conditions, sharing things that may have blood on them such as razors, and you can get it from having sex with someone who has hepatitis C if there's blood exposure during sex.
I had no idea I was infected with Hep C. I felt fine. When my doctor asked if she could test me for HIV and hepatitis C, because I told her I shot drugs when I was a kid.
Most people who are infected with Hep C don't even have any symptoms. Just because Hep C isn't causing symptoms doesn't mean it can't hurt you. Damage to the liver may be slow and happen over many years.
That's why you need to get tested. It's important to know your status.
You need to get an antibody test.
An anti-what?
An antibody test. This tells you if you were ever exposed to Hep C. If it is positive, you need to get a second test called a viral load test to see if you still have the virus. The viral load test tells you if you have the Hep C virus in your blood. If you do, you have what is called chronic Hep C, which means you are living with the virus.
About 1 in 7 people get rid of the virus on their own without treatment. If your body took care of the virus on its own, your antibody test would be positive, but your viral load test would be negative. That means you don't have the hepatitis C virus anymore. However, you can get reinfected. If the antibody test and the viral load test are both positive, that means you still have the hepatitis C virus.
So, to review, if the first Hep C test that looks for antibodies is positive, you need to get the second test, the viral load test, to figure out if you still have Hep C. If both are positive, you have what is called chronic Hep C and should talk with the doctor and learn how to stay healthy.
How can I get the test so I know?
Hep C tests are blood tests that you can get at a clinic or doctor's office. There are also rapid Hep C antibody tests available now, similar to the rapid HIV test.
I know about that rapid HIV test. I had one of those when I was locked up. It was easy.
Yeah, the rapid Hep C tests are just like the rapid HIV tests. You can get the results in less than half an hour. The rapid test uses blood from your finger. The test is accurate too, just like a rapid HIV test.
Man, that is way better than having to go back and get your results on a different day. I definitely like getting results right away.
Let's take a look at how you take the rapid HCV test.
I'm really glad you're here today to get the hepatitis C test. We're going to use a rapid test today, and results will be ready in about 20 minutes.
So how does the test work?
First, we clean your finger, and then we prick it to get a drop of blood. We take the drop of blood and put it in the test. Results are available in approximately 20 minutes. There are 3 possible results of rapid tests. Negative, which means you don't have the hepatitis C antibodies. Positive, which means you have hepatitis C antibodies. And indeterminate, which means the test didn't work properly and we need to try again.
So what's my result?
Your rapid test is positive. That means you've been exposed to hepatitis C at some point in the past. We will now draw blood so we can run the viral load test, which will tell us if you still have the virus in your blood, or a condition called chronic hepatitis C. The viral load test results won't be back for a couple of days, so we'll make an appointment for you to come back to get the results.
Wow, I'm glad that I did this first test. Let's do the viral load test so I can find out for sure if I still have the virus. What then? Can I be treated? Am I going to die?
Talk with your doctor to see if treatment is right for you and to learn what it's all about. Most cases of hepatitis C can be cured with treatment, so be sure to talk with your doctor.
Also, stop doing stuff to hurt your liver. Stop shooting drugs. Stop drinking alcohol. Get treatment for your addiction.
Ask your doctor about vaccinations to protect yourself against other viruses like hepatitis A and hepatitis B.
If you have Hep C, don't share needles or works or straws for snorting cocaine or other drugs. Never! Also, don't share razors, toothbrushes, and don't share needles for tattooing.
If you're having sex, always wear a condom. This will protect your partner from Hep C as well as HIV and other STDs.
Get tested for Hep C.
If you're negative, stay negative.
If you're positive, avoid alcohol and other drugs that can hurt your liver.
If you're positive, don't give it to others and see a doctor to find out if treatment is right for you.
Hepatitis C is no joke.